Okay, my camera was full. Okay, so now I hear, now he is in the cafeteria, but he is saying these bad things about my Abba. But he does not know my Abba, and he does not know my Abba is eating in the cuisine because he had many followers. He had students, followers. He had people who donated a lot of money, people who donated little money. He had people who even made his clothes. There were some Jews came down one night. They made my Abba's ring. I forget what it's called, but it goes on his head. And a watch. And a thing that a necklace is. The Jews did that for my Abba. Many people really did enjoy my Abba. They really did like my Abba. They really cared about my Abba all the way over in China. They cared about my Abba. So, we are sitting in the cafeteria and I'm listening to him go on and on about Abba. And no one is really stopping him, because we have things to do. We are full time. So we are eating our food because we have things to do. And me, I had so many babies to get ready for class. He goes into saying that we are robots. So everybody do what we need to do. So now we go to class that night. And when I get to the temple, I step on campus of the temple. I hear many other things this guy has went around and said. He is also putting out that there are babies being born that we are sacrificing or something, and we are killing them and putting them around the burying them around the temple. And that was really, really out of him to say that, because actually when I lived in Chicago, there was a Catholic school straight down the street from us, and then across the street from there was a house where all the nuns lived. And one night, or day, I don't remember, maybe it was evening time, there were many fire trucks and ambulances there. And they went in and tore down the walls. And they found babies buried inside the walls. These females were having sex. They were getting pregnant. They were doing abortions. They were even whatever, but these were babies. They found them in the walls. They even found some outside. And now they sent a guy whose name is Richard, and they call him Ricky. They do not call him Dick, but he does look like he has some form of a dickhead, doesn't he? And he is a dick. Now, so they call him Ricky. Okay, so this guy still stays. He has no balls, yet he is a dick. No, I mean, he has much balls. He has much balls. And of course, because he is a dick. So he stays and he keeps saying whatever he wants to say. And it is called, oh well, who cares right now? Anyway, so then they don't want me to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So he stays and he goes into the temple area with us, and there is like, we have entertainment, we praise Yahweh, singers come out, everything. And then my Abba comes out and they play this music that you will hear on the ships. And I thought that to be odd. I heard that music as a child when I would have dreams that I am traveling and I am on a ship. I heard this music. And then my Abba came out. And my Abba began to talk. And next thing I know, my Abba had brothers to bring this guy up to him. And the things my Abba was saying to him, my Abba never said, I will kill you. My Abba never said, I will chop your head off. My Abba never said any of that. But my Abba told him how wicked he was. And I sat up in the front with my children, not in the first seat, maybe the second row or the third row that night. My Abba faces us. So I was sitting to my Abba's right because he faces me, and I'm sitting on the right, maybe the second or the third row. And I begin to feel sorry for this guy they call Ricky. Although he did say these bad things, I still begin to feel sorry for him because when my Abba said that he was a black devil and the devil is the worst devil, a black devil is the worst devil because he was black in the beginning. And then my Abba began to tell him about himself, like how he is the devil, how he comes on my Abba's land. He comes to us and he begins to plant all of these nasty seeds in the garden. And it was other things my Abba said to him right now. For some reason I cannot remember. Anyway, I know how I felt. I felt the guy was so low, the way my Abba was speaking to him, that I saw him sit on a dime and swing his legs. That's how low he was. And I felt so sorry for him. And then my Abba said, do not feel sorry for him. Feel sorry for yourself. He is a Ricky Knight. And I find that there are riches in many of the melanated people who have been put to death by these people, whether they took a lot of time to throw them in prison, like me, like York, they threw him in prison, but they threw me in jail, and they did it through who? A Richard Hammond. If you really research, you will see that the Jeffites, they lived near the shore. They live near water in Florida. And he is a Ham too. And that is another story. And that also might be about Esther too in the Bible. And Ham is there with her. His name is Hammond or something. But his name was Richard A. Harmon. And I never found out what the A was for. That's his middle name, so I just said it's asshole. And his number is 667. Yes, and I know about him too. He is a Ricky Knight. York, in York's case, there was another. His name is Richard. He is a Ricky Knight. So there was a melanated. The melanated one is the one my Abba, I see my Abba use the word Ricky Knight, and I never heard the word before, and that I need to know who they are. So I put it under the rug. I cast it aside until a Richard enters my world. And then I go and I research the rest of my people, and I see many Richards. And today, they have a who that is holding all of us. E-R-I-C. His whole name is that. He is a black man, so-called. And my Abba say a black devil is the worst devil. Because the devil was black in the beginning. Melanated man. Eric Holder. His name is Holder. Why? Because he is holding her. Who is the bitch holding? Me. I cannot say if he is holding you. Only you can say he is holding you. But I know his name says hold her. Or hold there. It still sounds like hold her, huh? And his name is Eric. And my Abba told me about the Ricky Knights. Whether your name is Eric or your name is Richard or your name is Ricky, Now, I know a Ricky. To me, he was not a Ricky Knight. So, all Rickies are not Ricky Knights until they prove themselves that they are. If you know someone named Ricky and he is kind and he is cool and he does not do anything to you and you know he doesn't do anything to anyone, then he is not a Ricky Knight. They just give us these names so that they can use us. And then they take hold to our names, like Rebecca and Rachel. They really love those names. Wonder why. Now let's get on with her being targeted. I told you I will go here and there, but we will get back to where I started.
Seen phone calls in which Berenson claimed he had a 4-year-old girl that he kept as a sex slave down in his basement. The calls were eventually traced to his office at American University. Berenson was exposed.
This nigga was at a university. And that's where they are. And then our people want to go to their university to learn what? To learn what? To learn the way of the Neanderthal.
As a pedophile.
And I spoke with the lawyer later, and it turned out, of course, he had pornography in his drawers. They cleaned out the office, got rid of the pornography, though they found out later, the lawyer did, that had been there. And he quickly fled, ran to Johns Hopkins University, and entered there and stayed there for, I think it was 3 weeks, and got a clean bill of health from Johns Hopkins.
From who? Johns Hopkins. You hear that K-I-N in there? They're all kin to each other in this bullshit. Because they're all Neanderthal thinkers. A Neanderthal equals an apathetic, and apathetic equals Neanderthal where I come from. Where I come from, I do not know what it equals here on Earth, but where I come from, Neanderthal equal apathetic, and apathetic equal Neanderthal. There is a website, if you Google Gwen Towers, you go there, read it. It is long read, but read it. In there it will say the title of the program is Apathy. Do you comprehend that? The title of the program is Apathy. And what better person to name a program Apathy than an apathetic person? And the word person is son. These are Inky's sons doing this shit. They are all kin. They are Neanderthals, and Neanderthal equal apathy. And these are apathetic people. And the word people is Pope. They are sons of the Pope also. But the Pope is the son of someone. That queer of fucking England, bitch.
Saying that,
Psychiatric treatment?
yes, suddenly he was okay.
But political opposition came not only from American University, but also in Washington, D.C., over the analysis of Playboy, Penthouse, and Hustler. As a result, Dr. Reisman was forced to publish a report independently. The FBI and 7-Eleven took notice, as we mentioned earlier.
Why? Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
The Powerhouse, journalist Susan B. Trento documents how Playboy and Penthouse magazines hired a Washington-based PR firm named Gray & Company to create a media blitz that would discredit Dr. Reisman and the entire Reagan Commission
That is called targeting.
on pornography. She writes that dealing with Judith Reisman was not difficult. Since Reisman was without political savvy and lacked allies, she made a most appealing.
And did what? Remember I told you before. And she lacked allies. She had none. It is so funny they spell allies A-L-L-I-E-S. The reason why? she lacked allies? Remember, one, 3, 5. Remember, 1, 3, 5. And who? Alistair Crowley. You see this shit? And she lacked allies. No one would back her. Why? What the fuck is wrong with people? I never heard of her. I never heard of her. Until now, I tell my son, I say, hey, maybe you should listen to Umar Johnson sometime, and then you will get the basic of what is going on. You know, because they have people over here and over there, you know, where people will not go and find a way to free themselves because we must get rid of these people. Now, somehow she winds up on page 197. Why? Because she had no 135s. She had no Alistair Crowley people with her. They would not stand with her. If anything, they were targeting the hell out of her. And there it is, most appealing target for discrediting. See? And someone decided, I am not going to have these people target her. What the fuck do they think I am? So she tells the truth.
Appealing target for discrediting. Trento says that Gray and Company charged between...
Said who? Who and Company? Who? Gray. They are the Nordics. And who are the Nordics? These are the people that Alistair Crowley made up. And he learned to use the words to keep them going. Now you see the word Gray again. The Nordics and Company. So we say Alistair Crowley and Company. And who is his company? Charged between $50,000 and $75,000 per month for the campaign. Let me go back. I must have missed something. These people are the ones doing the campaign, right?
that would discredit Dr. Reisman and the entire Reagan Commission on...
Hold on. Queen of the Action Flicks heats up a 10-page. CIA, United States. They put this one up front, didn't they? Pin. It would say House, but have United States. And she is Pat of the Year, runner-up. She wants to be a Pat. That means everyone pats on her. Even when they put her makeup on, they are patting on her. And this is what people want to look like. This is the Neanderthals culture. And all they want to do is fuck until you fucking die. It doesn't matter who you fuck, just as long as you are fucking. What you need to do is fuck that goddamn TV. Throw that bitch out the window.
She writes that dealing with Judith Reisman was not difficult, since Reisman was without political savvy and
she was without who? Political. Political is confusing too, because it is Babel, and you will see CIA. There is your IT, because now they are playing neuro-linguistic programming with people, and people don't even see this shit. They are doing that now on the video. IT, Internet Technology. TI, Targeted Individual. IC, Income. CAL, could be the telephone. It is called, or could it be California? Because California has 5 Twin Towers. And here you have PO, LI, go here, CE, police. She lacked allies, and she made a most appealing target for discrediting, okay?
allies. She made a most appealing target video says that Gray and Company charged between $50,000 and $75,000 per month for the campaign against Dr. Reisman.
Yes, but there was a Gray first, right? Okay. For the campaign, he said, for the campaign against her. No, neurolinguistic program for the targeting against her. When your child is being bullied in school, that word is not bully. They gave us that word. Your child is being targeted. If someone always is messing with your child is being targeted. Now he wrote,